I just feel like most women that are in the club are in survival mode and want to be saved. And I feel like if you see a woman in the club and she has a light in her eyes and you have that connection to her, pull her out and save her.
Do you hear what she's saying
I don't
right
think
now?
that's wrong.
She wants you to be a fool. Your man lets you go out, dance on dudes all night long. Then
I never dance on guys.
Then come pick you up when you're done. I was telling you this earlier. You seem like a problem. Do you see this illogical conversation right here? So you're telling me you can't submit to a man if he doesn't pay for everything?
But why would I align myself with a man that does not see himself fully providing for me?
You are a problem.
Yeah, I'm a problem child.
That's probably why you're single right now. So you would take a man who's a provider over a man that you actually like?
Yes.
Let me ask you.
Too much of a liability.
What?
Ooh, y'all hear this?
Yeah,
You're saying right now is likened to a spoiled child. And how does a spoiled child grow up to be a degenerate? You were saying something earlier that I vehemently disagree with, if that's a word. Strongly disagree with. You said a man should save a woman out of the strip club.
Absolutely.
That is crazy talk.
Okay.
Explain yourself.
I just feel like most women that are in the club are in survival mode and want to be saved. And I feel like if you see a woman in the club and she has a light in her eyes and you have that connection to her, pull her out and save her.
Do you hear this? Do you hear what she's saying right now?
That's wrong.
She wants you to be a fool.
No.
Yeah.
Now there's a difference between being finessed versus like someone actually appreciating you.
What's the difference?
The chances of getting finesse, of getting a stripper out of the strip club is probably about a 99.9% chance of getting finessed.
Between being finessed and thinking somebody appreciates you.
The difference.
Yeah.
I would say in reality, it's like when you really care about somebody, it doesn't matter. Like all that other stuff doesn't matter. But when you're finessing someone, it's just strictly about the paper, like getting what you need to get and getting on.
That's what your job
All right, so
is.
I'm a man. I go into the strip club. It's this girl. She got a twinkle in her eye.
Mm-hmm.
I should say, listen, I want to take you out of here. I don't want you to do this anymore.
Yeah.
She's going to look at me like a trick and a sucker.
Yes.
That's not true.
You don't think so?
It
She trying to
depends where
set-
she's at in her chapter. If she's in a chapter where she wants to be saved and she thinks that you're a high quality man that's going to actually be a man of his word and not just a talker, then maybe she might listen to you and be able to submit to you to do so.
That's goofy.
And the fact that you really believe what you're saying right now, I think you biased. Were you in the club? Did you want somebody to save you? Is that why you're saying this?
When I was in the club, I had a boyfriend the entire time.
How does your boyfriend feel about you being in the club? Wait. Matter of fact.
Let me say this real quick. A stripper's job is to harness the heart of a man and get out as much as she can as possible. So you come in thinking you about to save her and pull her out of the club when she is just going to get your wallet. Think about it. She has to do this to multiple men throughout the whole evening, night, morning, whatever shift she on. She has to do this to multiple guys. That is dangerous to say you about to fall for one because you see a twinkle in her eye. That's her job to give the twinkle, for you to give that cash.
Did you give him money?
No, never.
So he allowed you to go out.
Yeah, he did, because he knew that if I was not making my own money, like he tried to make me do other jobs to just suffice to keep myself occupied, but I wasn't making enough money. And so I just wasn't satisfied. So I just would go, that's why I said for on and off for a year I would.
And your man said, I love you.
Please.
I love everything about you.
Yeah.
And baby, I will let you go out there and let other men see the thing that should be sacred to me. And you ain't gotta bring me no money back to the house from me.
I mean, I had a lot of responsibilities. Like I'm the oldest of my siblings, so I take care of a lot of my family.
That's not what I'm saying.
I think he respected my hustle. He respected that he was like, at least she's not turning tricks. You know, she's going to work. She looks good. She's there for 2 hours. He didn't care.
You
really.
Going in, looking all good, getting drunk.
He would come scoop me up right after work at 2:00. He'd be right there. Come get in the car.
And that's crazy talk. Your man let you go out, dance on dudes all night long. Then
I never dance on guys.
Then come pick you up when you done.
And that's not the type of club I worked at.
What type of club?
So I strictly worked on stage. I never gave personal dances.
How your man supposed to know and believe that that's the only thing you did if the right guy coming in with that money on and he ready to drop a bag on you to go in the back room, you probably gonna do it. Stop lying. Your guy, he was scared to lose you. That's what it was. He must have really liked you, and he was like, I don't want to rattle this up because I don't want to lose her. I don't want to look like insecure. But that's trauma for him because I know he was feeling internal hate with himself. That was a battle because he didn't really want you there.
You said that you made $5,000
Yep.
in 2 hours.
2 hours.
How you get $5,000 on stage? That's a lot of money to be thrown.
Well, I'll show you. This is the hustle. This is the hustle that I was doing.
Come on, give it to us.
In Detroit. So basically, I would come in with
It was a
1,000.
black club?
It was predominantly white club, but we had
White
like
dudes
the
don't
top,
even throw money. White dudes give you
Okay,
money in the back
you're
room,
not-
so I don't
that's
believe
not true.
you.
Well, you got to remember, we have in Detroit, we have white, black, Arabs, and some Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So during that time when I was a dancer, the Arabs were getting the money. Like that's who was getting the money. And so because of who I am, I was getting the money with them. So they didn't mind. But let me show you how I started it. There was a couple
I'm trying to hear how you was getting
about to show
5,000
you.
in 2 hours on stage.
So I'm gonna show you. I would come in at 12 o'clock, and I have all my proof is in the pudding. I don't have to make.
Go
up
ahead,
no
go ahead.
fibs.
I hear you. I ain't saying you lying.
I would come into work with $1,000 cash. I would call one of my homeboys. I would have them come to the club. I'd be like, yo, can you do this for me? They would come. They would sit there. We get a bottle, and they would hold my $1,000. Right when I came in, when I would go on stage, I went on stage maybe 2 or 3 times. He would start the money war. So he would throw that. And once people are drunk, by the time people are at the club in Detroit at that time, it's 1, 2 o'clock. That's when everybody's starting to get drunk. So you seeing $1,000 go up, you matching that $1,000. You're throwing it too. And so I would double my money.
That's some gang.
And that's
like
how
that.
I used to. We had a drug dealer dude that used to come in. He used to sit at the top, and anytime somebody would throw it, he would match it. And every day, I would walk out with a garbage bag.
Because I do see that. Like in a black strip clubs, once somebody starts throwing a lot of money, you get to feeling the type of way. Like I done had dudes in strip club with me, like they throwing too much money. I gotta leave because I don't want to be in here looking crazy. It don't make sense, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's big time competition in places like that. Usually that's how you start the bidding wars is when somebody else start bidding, somebody else want to bid just to show that competition that, hey, I got it too. It works.
So you was never doing no back room, no back nothing.
Never had to.
You know, this is my thing. I don't like clubs where they throw money because it's only so much money you could throw.
Yeah,
but
true.
you could talk a man out of his Amex card and get as much as you want. So whenever it's a club where they really throwing money, I'd be like, that's too much work. You don't think so?
If I was like really, okay, so even like with the drinking thing, right? Like to have to sit and talk to somebody could potentially irritate me. Like you could just say one thing.
It's part of the game, though. That's a part of the game that you in.
I would rather just be really good at swinging on the pole. And
So
you'd
you
be
was
like
good-
staring at me like
So you was good at swinging
a
on the pole.
ballerina. Yeah. And so that's how I made my money.
And your man had no qualms with you. See,
Nobody allowed it. He had no choice. I paid, like, he didn't have no control.
you hear that? That's crazy.
He wasn't my
talk.
husband. He was my boyfriend. He's not gonna save my mom if she needs some money, or my little brother. He had his own
So you
family.
didn't really respect him like that.
I respected him 1,000%, but he wasn't gonna tell me what I could and cannot do at that time.
That means you don't respect him. If your dude didn't feel comfortable with you being in a strip club and you still chose to do it, you had no respect for him. Someone that you respect, you will respect their leadership, possibly their authority, their guidance. You didn't look at him as a leader because you didn't want to follow him. He didn't have a plan.
You don't.
Not my husband.
You don't respect a man that you don't let direct you and control what
Now,
you're
if he's
doing.
not my husband, that's not your lane.
So
That's
you-
my dad's lane.
You don't feel like your man is somewhat like a father figure, teaching you, showing
Yes.
you, guiding you,
My
directing
husband.
No, your man.
you. I mean,
Why do
You know-
men get to date and just dictate a woman's world because he's
what is a
'cause he's
husband is
dating.
what? A husband just means we went downtown and wrote something on a piece
No.
of paper. But if
Exactly.
he's fulfilling the role and the duty
That's
that a
what
husband does,
is?
yeah. But tell me what a husband is then.
A husband goes to your family and asks for permission to take over that responsibility.
Is
of
that right?
woman.
Who does that though?
Every man should do that.
I'm saying, but who does
If you
that?
really,
Is that
when
the
you go-
definition of a husband though?
But that's how it starts.
No.
And then it goes.
It doesn't matter if I go to your family. Prior to that, I already have to present myself as a husband when I meet you. I gotta already have husband quality and traits. All that, it all starts once the paper is signed. That's not true. Man or woman, husband or wife, y'all gotta be doing this stuff before you sign the paper. That makes no sense that you just gonna turn it on after that.
goes on, now you are responsible for that woman and the family you create within that with that woman. Yes or no? It's
You
not
seem
dating.
like the type of woman. See, I was telling you this earlier. You seem like a problem. Have you always been like this?
No problem.
Yes.
Yeah. You seem
Yeah.
like a problem. You seem like the dominant one in the relationship. And you seem like the type of woman that only goes for dudes that you can control. Not a dude is going to direct. I don't even feel like you would allow a man to direct you.
I do.
Nope.
I
I don't
do let
believe you.
men. I do.
Nothing about you says that you would let a man direct you. I feel like it would be too hard for you.
She wouldn't.
I feel like I am very good at being submissive when I'm put in a submissive state.
What does that mean? Oh, he got to
That
pay
means
everything, huh?
I'm
Exactly.
completely
Oh, my
taken care of
goodness.
financially. I'm able to focus on things that are making me better for that person.
So what you're
What?
telling me is, if a man doesn't pay for your entire living situation, you're not going
It's
to be
not just
submissive.
living.
Did you just-
Oh, well,
Living
that's
just-
a part of it.
yeah,
I'm just
that's
saying,
just one
if he
part.
doesn't take care of you financially, then you can't be submissive to that man.
Well, how could I? If I'm
Oh.
still trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for, I have to rob Peter to pay to, what's
Man,
the-
you know what it is, bro. A lot of these women want to be lazy. The women like this, I'm not saying all women, but the women that have this mindset and archetype, they want to be taken care of so they can be super lazy, so they can go and do all the things that sometimes these girls like to do. They want to go shopping. They want to go get their nails done. They want to go have fun, do activities, the whole nine. They're not actually trying to be a dutiful partner. So now you about to waste all this money, time, and energy getting somebody out of the workplace when they don't even deserve it. They don't even have the qualities. She doesn't know how to be a wife. She was a stripper. How would she know how to be a wife? This is a fallacy.
thing? I have to just.
Do you see this illogical conversation right here? So you're telling me you can't submit to a man if he doesn't pay for everything? So you can't respect your man and listen to your man if he's not paying for everything?
How am I supposed to focus? Okay, this is the whole thing. Like,
on.
I'm not gonna say that it's bad because it may not be the best thing. But why would I align myself with a man that does not see himself fully providing for me? Why would I want to lay on my back and cook and clean and shut up and let him lead me, and he doesn't want to fully take care of me? But then there's always gonna be options.
So you've never submitted to a man then?
I have,
He paid for everything?
absolutely.
What happened?
Every
Who-
man that
who-
I've been with has always paid for everything.
You got a man now?
Not right now, no.
Why not?
Oh my God.
Because I live in Miami.
Oh my
And
God.
I told myself I wanted to be single and learn how to properly love myself and focus on being alone for a little bit.
So you telling me guys have already given you the opportunity to be fully taken care of and you still didn't consolidate on them? Why would another do the same? There is no end result. You've already had those experiences. You didn't learn from them, because I'm pretty sure you were a headache in a situation why it didn't work as well. We can't just say it's only the guys. You probably had some traits as well. This is going to be trauma on top of a little bit more trauma with some more trauma on the side. There is no change in a lot of these mindsets or whatnot, man. A woman who thinks that she has to be fully taken care of. Don't get me wrong. If I'm coming into a situation to where I find something good, I do it now. But here's the thing about it. When you meet someone in the middle of your life that didn't know you prior 5-10 years, it's going to be very, very hard to say I'm going to take care of you 100%, because I don't know if you're using me or trying to play me.
Tell me what happened in your last relationship. Why y'all not together?
It was a great
curious.
relationship. I feel like finances became an issue. Like he didn't do so well financially.
Oh, listen, y'all hear that?
He took care of
Read in between the lines.
No, but he still was a great guy.
Whoa. I hear you. But I'm just saying, read in between the lines. When the financial trouble started with him is when you said, you know what, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship.
Well, for me specifically, I felt like instead of him relying on working with me to make money when it was starting to get low,
Yeah.
he chose to use his friends. And that wasn't a team
You see
player
what
to me.
happens when your bag get low. And this is why
No,
I say this. Let me tell you something. Let me
Yeah.
give you my perspective. I tell dudes this, right? The reason I'm not going to do anything for a woman for a long period of time is so I know if she like me or do she like my money. Because a lot of people, they get married or they get in a relationship, and as soon as they fall off, the woman is no longer happy because they didn't really like you. They like the lifestyle.
Exactly.
If I want a woman to like me, I can't provide a huge lifestyle for her because she might fall in love with the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, if you lead with your hand, she gonna fall in love with your hand.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
if I don't give her nothing but me and she sticks around, then I know she here for me. These dudes, they lead with their money. And just like you, when he was getting all funny with the money,
But
you was
he
gone.
didn't have money when he got with me.
So then what was the issue?
Exactly.
I believed in it
She
at
lying.
first. It was working and it made sense. We had a really good understanding. There were some things we had to work out, and it was still a new relationship. It wasn't that long. It was only like a year and a half. But in reality, if he would have chose me as his team player to invest his money with,
Yeah.
instead of trying to
What were you doing?
outskirt, I was doing the same things I've always been doing: real estate, which I have a lot of experience in,
Yeah.
and I was acting and modeling still. So he could have done something with that.
So you wanted
Man, we gotta check them credentials. Why this man gonna take his money and invest in your acting and modeling career? That sounds like that's just to better you and improve you. Here's the thing about it. You don't, man, that's just one of the scariest things with guys who got money trying to go out there and date women. A lot of time, men be getting so compartmentalized, they don't know if a chick is really for them or not. So I understand what Game God is saying, that I would say, yes, you want to do the bare minimum for a woman in the beginning. You know, just, you know, you can still pay for dates the whole nine, but when it comes down to taking care of a lifestyle, no, because she's probably wants that up out of you. Once that goes away, she never really enjoyed you. She just enjoyed all the resources and the way how you elevated her lifestyle.
him to invest in
He
your
could have poured into balance, like the things that he did with his friends, he should have done with me, and we would have still been together. Instead, he tried to blame me for the reason he wasn't successful.
real quick. Yeah, I don't agree with a man blaming a woman for anything, but
I
real
agree with
quick,
that.
you know what's funny to me? It seems like strippers, ex-hoes, ex-OnlyFans always become realtors, real estate
Yes.
agents.
That is
Why
true.
is this? What is this?
I don't
thing?
know. I
You think
mean,
it's because it's easy because you're a woman and so dudes will damn near buy houses because they think you cute?
That is true.
no,
will.
I don't.
Oh,
I
they
haven't
will.
sold a house yet.
How long you been doing real estate? So
I've been doing real estate since I was
wait.
18. But there's different ways to make money in real estate without selling a home.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
I hope.
So you wanted that man to invest
He didn't
in
buy
your,
a house.
in your real estate venture,
No.
and you ain't even sold a house yet.
I
Why would
wanted
he
him
invest?
to invest. First of all, if I have a license and you buy a property and I'm dating you, and I make a commission, wouldn't that be your commission?
No. What?
No, you only benefiting off of this, ma'am.
Back on the
What-
property.
what-
Come on, bro. You live with the person.
Listen, hold
if
on,
he's
hold on,
buying
listen,
a property
listen.
with you, you're
Listen.
making commission.
Listen, why would I buy a house, pay taxes, pay closing costs, so you can get a percentage when if you're with me, we could just have this money? Why would I
Exactly.
do that?
Because you need to make investments, and it wasn't he didn't buy a property. I was telling him to do. There's a whole bunch of ways you can make money in real estate. It doesn't always have to be buying a home. People always think that that's the case, but that's really not the case.
Girl, your primary money maker is shaking that ass and stop. You're a stripper. Stop it. Like as if you just some type of real estate guru and you just know all the secrets and tricks to the trade. No, you know how to make that thing clap. You know how to get up on that pole and do spins and tricks to get them tips. That's it. I don't want to hear all that.
In reality, it's more of he could have done a lot of things with me. Like we could have figured it out together, because that's what we were doing. We were
You
figuring it out
just
together.
tell me everything
and
about you.
He chose to use his friends as his
Again,
As his
God,
money
you see
team
through
instead
it.
of his
You
let
see
me
through it.
let me ask y'all and send in some questions. Rate her her agreeableness 1 to 10. Your agreeableness, like, and you know what? You got this
2.
nice, cute look to you, but your whole personality is just like a problem. Even when we was at this place, I'm like, you are a problem.
I'm a
Yeah.
problem child.
That's probably why you single right now.
Facts.
Never. I could call right now, guys asking me if I would like to go on a date.
I mean, I get it.
I choose
I
to be
get it.
single.
I get it. But you don't think that you're like could be a little bit more agreeable in your personality?
Let's
Pardon?
see.
Do you think you could be a little bit more agreeable in your personality?
So I think I could be more agreeable.
Yes. Less rowdy with your energy. Less
For sure. I
man
mean, I'm
gotta
not
pay
perfect.
this and pay
Oh
that.
no, I'm not changing on that.
Oh,
No
you ain't
negotiable.
changing- you ain't changing
A
on
man's
that.
always going to be a provider and a protector for me. That's just what I'm looking for.
So you would take a man who's a provider over a man that you actually like?
Good question. Great question.
If it would let me
Yes.
ask you, a man
Yes.
who's
That's
providing everything versus a
Yes.
man you have a genuine connection with, you vibe, it's your soulmate. It feels like
It's too much of a liability.
What?
Ooh,
It's a
y'all hear
liability.
this?
Yeah.
Do y'all hear this?
That's
So, like,
crazy.
It's-
That's why a lot of these women is in horrible situations. See, a lot of them, they want to chase the money guy, but they don't understand the headaches that come with the money guy. Because the guy who really got that money, He at the finish line already. You got to hop on his program. A lot of these women can't get on a guy's program when they at the finish line. They want to come in and change his program, change who he is. Try and put him on. You see how she want the guy to invest in her real estate ideas when she ain't even sold a house yet. And she been doing it since 18. I don't know how old she is, but I'm guessing 3-4 years. That's crazy. These women they don't know what they want, man. You be better off going with the guy you have the genuine connection with. Hopefully he's a good guy and y'all can build together.
I might date the guy that I like, but if I have to choose between who's going to be able to be the better candidate, I would choose
You cook.
the man that's providing for
I
me.
love that you said that, because I try to tell these dudes all the time, like, the woman that you're with right now, she don't really like you. It's just that you're beneficial.
Well, love, I feel like is different. Like dating, I don't know.
Women marry men all the time that they don't really like, but it's like he would be a good provider for me and my family.
And a good
But they
husband.
don't really like him. And they go cheat with
Well,
the pool boy and the dude that they do
no.
like.
No.
In due time,
Nah.
this dude that you don't really like but's providing everything. In due time, in a 5, 10, 15 year relationship, in due time, you're gonna go want to have fun with that guy that you actually like, and you're gonna do it.
Yep.
Look at you
Me
smiling.
personally, no, listen, I'm gonna say
Go
me
ahead.
personally, I have chose to I've dated really good men, and I feel like even the ones that I was like super in love with, it's very lustful. I feel like that liking feeling is a very lusted thing,
Yeah.
and I feel like the real relationship is built with investment into each other. Like if I'm pouring all of my energy into you and you're pouring all your energy into me, I'm obviously going to have enough in my head that I do love this person. So it's like,
Hopefully you could be liking them more than just the physical aspect. If it is lustful, then that's a problem. You definitely need to like beyond lust. You need to have some type of character. You need to appreciate their moral values, their beliefs, whatever it might be. You need to be attracted to that more than just maybe how well they pound that cat, possibly.
when someone does like the cheating thing, like where they're just sleeping with other people, most of the time they're not fulfilled within themselves. It has nothing to do with the financials of it.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that a man being a provider and a protector should be a man's first goal overall. First, the type of woman that you can have, I think your woman is the prize. But I do think in some cases, men can be the career, and I put my career first.
Who do you think is the prize in a relationship, the man or the woman, or it just depends on who we talking about?
Ooh, okay. I think that it is the type of woman that you can have. I think your woman is the prize. But I do think in some cases, men can be the prize.
Expound
Okay.
on that.
So like, when you have a high quality woman that understands that she can move in any environment, she knows how to turn a switch off, turn it off. I think those are really the prize women. Even though they're a little bit more hard to deal with, I think it's more of a prize when you have a woman that is hard to tame, but when you have her tamed, she's usually the best
But
woman.
don't you feel like a relationship is always better when the woman feels like her man is the prize? If the man feels like the woman is the prize, he gonna chase her. She not really gonna respect him. But if the woman thinks the man is the prize, the relationship gonna be right.
Facts.
It ain't never right when the woman feels like she more valuable than the man, because she always giving him a problem.
Facts. And it's always gonna be grounds for her to possibly leave him, move up to somebody else. He gonna end up hurting his own self trying to make sure she stays. See, a dude that don't feel like he is on top of his game, he's gonna keep trying to feed into her to make her feel like that he is on his game, but really he not on his game like that. That's always gonna be a problem. She gonna turn you into what she really not attracted to.
I think a man should always love you more than you love him.
Damn. That's crazy.
When a man really, really
See,
loves you.
you know what? Because I know you was a dancer. I know your friends. The game that you have is a game.
And I know your friends.
Listen, the game that you have, I get it, but I get why you saying it too. Like, no.
Yes. And it's so funny that you said that, because you know that's the truth. That's
No,
what it
no,
is.
no,
A man should always love his woman more than you love him. Those are
The man is always gonna love his woman to a high degree, but if it's shown in the forefront, if it's no real reciprocation that she likes me back or she likes me just as much as I like her, it's always gonna be problematic. Any dude that's kissing a woman behind, she gonna leave him down a lonely road. It's not gonna last. She gonna disrespect him. She gonna leave him for somebody that's better than him. The key is getting with somebody that definitely like you more than you like them. It don't have to be said, but it needs to be like an understanding.
higher.
When a woman loves the man more, things are in order. When the man loves the woman more, she out of bounds, she out of pocket,
Everything's in
and
order.
everything is messed up. Because when a man is in power, he wields his power fairly. So if the woman likes him a lot, he's still gonna be fair.
Yep.
When the man likes the woman too much, she acting a ass all the time because she knows she can't. And listen, we can't even talk about that. Go ahead though.
That's real.
And you know what? I think those are the better women, though. Like, at the end of the day, the women that do act an ass
let me tell you
leave
the
a better imprint. Like, you always think of them. Like, anything that somebody does,
listen.
it
Let
looks
me
like,
let me
I
let me
remember
tell
what she did.
let me tell you what happens. Right?
It's a lie.
You women want to get the man that love you more that you don't really love that much, which means he a little bit beneath you, which means he can't tell you nothing, which means you don't have that much respect for him. And let me tell you
That's
what
not true.
Just
Respect
hear me
is
out.
earned.
Just hear me out. When you deal with a man that you can talk to, however, when you deal with a man who likes you too much, he's not going to tell you the truth.
Nope.
He's not going to correct you the way he should. He's not going to direct you how you should. So women get with the trick because he paying for everything, but he's not going to direct her. He's not going to tell her about herself. So her character deteriorates, whether if she was with a man who had to make her stand up to some shit, he going to tell her about herself because he ain't scared to lose her. He going to tell her this, tell her that, correct her here, correct her there. Women get with these dudes who are suckers. Don't teach them nothing, don't tell them nothing. And in due time, you see them deteriorate, whether if she was with a man who had to make her stand up to some shit, he gonna tell her about herself because he ain't scared to lose her. He gonna tell her this, tell her that, correct her here, correct her there. Women get with these dudes who are suckers. Don't teach them nothing, don't tell them nothing. And in due time, you see them deteriorate because nobody's telling them nothing because they wanted to get the easy man, not the man that they had to stand up to some shit to. And I've seen it 1,000 times. Do you agree?
I don't feel like you should have to have a man that's telling you no all the time or critiquing you all the time to be considered.
You don't think
That's crazy.
That he's not a trick.
When you grow up, it's better. They say you need a village. It's better to have people telling you this about yourself, telling you that about yourself, correcting you so you can get better. The trick or your boyfriend who likes you too much isn't gonna do that because he can't tell you nothing. You're not even gonna listen to it. He too scared to lose. He's not even gonna tell you these things. But a man who you like more, who's dominant in himself, he gonna tell you everything and you gonna get better. But if you don't have that, you get the trick. You gonna get fatter, you gonna get uglier, you gonna get worse because he's not gonna correct you. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
Have you ever seen that before?
I mean, no, not really.
Oh my
All right,
God.
okay.
Not really.
We
I haven't
listen.
seen
We
that.
gonna switch gears.
La La Land. Delusional.
I didn't see that. I feel like having a man that does whatever you say is the best ideal situation. If you have a man that can literally do whatever you think, if you just ask for, if I could say, baby, can I have $40,000 right now, and he gives it to me, I'm so happy.
But how though? Because
If he says I can go to on trips with my friends when I want to go.
What you're saying right now is likened to a spoiled child, and how does a spoiled child grow up to be a degenerate? That is
No.
the type of women that you're saying that they just want to have a man to do anything. They're the worst type of women because they have no character. They were never developed because they get whatever they want. It's like a spoiled child. You don't think so?
That's valid. I could see it definitely being spoiled.
Finally.
We getting
child
somewhere.
syndrome.
We getting somewhere. All right.
Finally. We're going to leave it right there. It's crazy how it took that long for her to finally realize that a woman who gets whatever she wants, she's going to have the worst type of characteristics. She's going to be bad for any guy that she gets with. And it's going to be very few that's going to probably be able to tame her because she's only going to want that guy for specific reasons. And then guess what? If he can't deliver those reasons, she's going to go to the next guy. Bro, I don't think people realize how dangerous some females are, man. Some females can be very, very dangerous with the mentality. You know, I know they say guys are controlling this and that. They ruin my life, this and that. No, guys are always on the line for if anything goes wrong. It's always on the line. Guess what? He get her pregnant, he's on the line. Marries her, he's on the line. It's always in the position of leadership, opposed to you having to care for a woman. But the thing about it is you have a lot of these chicks who feel like they have a sense of entitlement. Why would I want something that's been spoiled all their life to come into my life and change my program when I've already figured things out for myself? Overly investing in something that's going to be problematic for yourself is something we got to avoid. Men and women. But it's going to be more on the men's side right here because she feel like you should be able to take on strippers and take strippers out the strip club. You know, women like this definitely want to be spoiled and taken care of. And they feel like they can't do nothing wrong. And They feel like you should invest in them when you get nothing back out of it. You get nothing in return. And that's problematic, man. We gotta definitely be able to stand on our own and fight back on that situation. But I'm gonna have this link in the description. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to Game God Goldie for sure. This your guy JayBReacts, y'all. Until next time, peace.